Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. How are you? I hope you're all doing very well and that you have a wonderful day, weekend, whatever it is at the time you're watching this video now. So today I wanted to show you how you can get this gorgeous, lovely mermaid hair, like you can tell by the title. It's very easy, you just have to stay tuned and see what I'm going to do. I'm just showing you how to get from a boxer braid to mermaid hair, and yes, I hope that you like the video and that you enjoy your time now that I stop talking and just start showing you how to do it. Enjoy! Okay, so let's get started. At first I start with hair which I have just washed, because for this hairstyle, especially for the mermaid hair afterwards, you're going to need damp hair. I washed my hair with the Pantene Pro-V Color Protect shampoo and conditioner, which I love a lot. They make your hair just smooth and healthy and just feel perfect. And afterwards I used the Smoothing Lusterizer by TGS Factor, which is just one of my favorite products of all time, because it makes your hair just smooth and nice and feels amazing. And then you just start with brushing your hair, because it makes braiding just so much easier. And then you start with doing a parting. If you just do the braid part without the mermaid part, I recommend that you do a perfect neat middle parting from the front to the back, because that makes it far easier to braid them and they look very much better in the end. Now before I start braiding my hair, I just use a little black elastic to just put my hair together I'm not working with, and that makes it far easier to braid. And then you just start braiding, and it's actually just a regular French braid. There are millions and millions of tutorials on YouTube, very easy to find, and it's very easy. So I start with one section which I divide in 3 different sections, and then you just start the 3 strands and just grab one of the outer strands and add a little bit of the rest hair, a small strand, and bring it to the middle. And that is actually everything you do. You take one of the outer sections, add some hair and bring it to the middle, and then from the other side add some hair and bring it to the middle. And that is basically everything you do from top to bottom, and then you braid all the way down to your neck. And yes, it helps if you just brush your hair in between, especially if you have long hair like me. And you braid just all the way down, and that is everything you have to do. It's very easy, and once you got all the hang of it, you will always think, why did I ever have a problem with braiding? It's very easy. The only thing you have to be careful, in my opinion, with a boxer braid is that you use small pieces of hair to add, and that you braid a very neat and a very posh looking braid. And I think that actually what makes the look of a boxer braid is that you braid straight down from the top to the bottom and then around your ear or something, like many other French braids look. And that is actually what I think a boxer braid makes a boxer braid. I don't think there is like a definition or something. Just make sure that around your neck the braid is very tight and not loose or hanging around. That makes it look just a little better. And then you just start and get on to the next side and do just exactly the same thing again. Start with one strand, divide it into 3 sections, and then go all the way down and braid a perfect posh looking braid. Once you reach the end, just secure it with an elastic, either with a just small black one, or even better with a small clear elastic. And that's all the look done. So that is, for my definition, a boxer braid, which is just a neat, straight and a small piece braid in general. So now you can do whatever you want to. You can play and make a hairband or whatever you want to if you have as long braids as I am having. So yeah, that's me playing around making stupid things. So you can go all 20s or just leave them. That's basically everything you have to do for a boxer braid. Good morning everybody. Now today I'm going to do part 2. So I am looking a little bit like deranged because in the first part of the video you've seen how I made these braids. Basically the second part is, like you can tell by the title, is how to get the mermaid hair. Now it's very easy. I made the braids like you've seen before and I slapped on them, which is why all these little short baby hairs are standing out, and yeah, I actually look like I slapped on my hair, which is actually what I did. But basically I'm quickly doing part 2 before I get dressed and go outside, so that you can see it's not early in the morning. Basically I slapped on the hair to make sure that they're completely dried, which can take a little more time when you like braid them, because actually just they dry slower. It's like when you make a bun or something, it's just not drying that fast. So I slapped on them, and yes, now I'm going to open them and then you can see how easy it is to get the mermaid hair. Be very careful when opening them, because you don't want to like ruin the strands. You can already see the mermaid hair. They are a little bit twisted basically because when I'm at home with braids they are very just unpractical, if that makes sense. They are just always in the way. So basically what I did is just pin them up like that, just on the back of my head, just so they are out of the way, and that's why they are a little bit like crook and not straight down. Of course, if you want to wear box braids like I've shown you in the first part of the video, then you just leave them hanging down. Now this part you have to be careful, because of course there are different strands coming together, and just be careful when opening them, because you don't want them to be super frizzy or something. So be very careful and take your time. Now this is at first side done. They're a little bit too voluminous for my taste, but it's okay. Already looking nice. Just loosen up and go on to the second side. And just do the same, be careful, and just open up your braid. And here you go. Unfortunately I cannot see too much, me neither, because I'm blind without my glasses. But you just loosen up the top part. Now don't you dare to use a brush or anything on that hair. If you would start using a brush now, you would look like, I don't know, a lion on some kind of drugs after it. So you just leave them like this. You just loosen up the top part and just see where your like parting is, and just do what you need to do to look like you want to look. Now if you want to go for the lion look, you can brush them, of course, it's your decision. I should have brought a mirror with me. Do that in front of a mirror so that you can see properly. Now you just do whatever you need to do to look like you want to, what you ever do, but don't brush them. Honestly, do not use any kind of brush. Maybe you can use your fingers just to get out the loose hair, because there will be some loose hair you will have to remove, of course, because if you braid your hair kind of the days they are braided, you lose your hair, some hair every day, and the days the hair is braided you won't lose them, they will just stay in the braid, so there will be a little few loose hair, obviously. So you just put every hair where you want to. Now what can help is some kind of styling product like this. oil product. This is by the brand Schwarzkopf Professional. It's one of the Osis Plus range, and this is the Glamination Smooth Polish Elixir, and this is amazing. It's one of my favorite, all-time favorite hair products ever. If you have hair like me, which tends to get a little bit frizzy because you have a natural curl kind of, and which tends to get a little bit too voluminous, just use something like this. It's also great if you have problems brushing your hair or something like this, but right now you just want to use this just to smoothen your hair, especially the parts where your little baby hair came out while sleeping. You just put some of this in your hand. I always use 2 pumps because I have a lot of hair and long hair, so if you have shorter hair or less hair, you probably start, if you never used a product like this, and you probably start by using just 1 pump and see if you need more. Now I just put this in my hands like this, and then I just run through my hair with my fingers. Be careful with the top part of your hair. You don't get too much of a product on your scalp, because then they tend to look a little bit like unwashed or something. Now be careful, even if you run through your hair, if it looks like this, with your fingers. Just treat these curls, waves, whatever, just be careful a little bit, and just run it through like this, and it will make your hair really shiny and healthy and very nice. So it's not easy to get out the braids without any strands just breaking up or something, so it tends to look a little bit frizzy. That's perfectly normal. So just use a product like this to run it through, and you will look perfect. So now this is one of my favorite hairstyles, actually, if I don't want to use any heat. For example, after bleaching or anything like this, I just want to give my hair a little break of damaging things you can do. Then this is perfect because your hair actually looks styled and nice, but you don't need any heat or something. Now probably many of you now think this looks like, I don't know, just a, I don't know how to describe it. Probably there are a few of you out there that you can just wait a few hours when your hair looks like this, and the weight of your hair, if you have heavy hair like me, will just pull down the curls a little bit, and then it just looks less voluminous, or I don't know how you want to call it. Now the ends on a braid always are not the same texture. You can see they are pretty straight. You can curl them with a curling wand or something, or with your straighteners or something, just to make them look like they're having texture. I don't think that it looks too bad, so you can leave them like that. So that's why it is important with the braid that you braid them down as far as possible, and that there is only a little teeny tiny rest of them, which is not a braid. So I hope you like this video. I love this, my hair like this. It's just looking good, and it looks amazing in a ponytail. And you have, like, if you braid them in box braids, of course you can just make normal braids which start around here, but if you braid them in boxer braids, then the texture will go up like this piece of hair, which does not remain on the side. No, like this. You have the texture up to your roots, not completely up, but not like starting here and straight hair, curly hair. And this is why I do boxer braids or just French braids. Now I won't ever be able to fit all my hair in the screen. I will try it. I will try to zoom out a little and then show you how my hair looks. I hope you like it as much as I do, at least. Now, I hope that you liked the video and that you will give it a big old thumbs up. That if you did, don't forget to subscribe. I thank you very much for watching this video. Share it with all your friends who ever wanted to get mermaid hair. And of course you can do this with short hair, with any length as far as you can braid them, I would say. Then you can do it with any kind of hair, with any length of hair. And yes, I hope you liked it. I hope that I see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe, because then you will never miss a video. And I hope that you will. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye!